opened my language learning app today and it said something about AI, how you can learn with AI. And so I opened it and I just did a lesson about ordering a coffee in Korean, which was so fun. And I think this is a really fun way to kind of like learn some vocabulary, learn the grammar a little bit in a casual sort of setting. So we're doing that today. I'm going to turn on the light really quick. So August is the month where I want to kind of get back into myself. I feel like I haven't really been myself for a very long time. Doing things that make us happy, and I want to get better with my Korean and get back to learning Korean. I used to do it like every day. So we were trying to incorporate learning Korean, writing, and reading back into our everyday routine. Today I'm starting with Korean. It is 12:45. Okay, 어떻게 지내세요? Oh, it's been a long time since I've studied my Korean. How are you? How am I? 안녕하세요. There's a hint button. Should we try and see what it means? Oh, it gives you the entire suggested response. Excuse me, you can't use informal.
오늘 날씨 참 좋죠?
오늘 날씨? I did so well with the coffee one and now I am fumbling so hard. Of course when I turn the camera on is when I suck. 오늘, today, 날씨? 날씨 means weather, that's right. What do you say to that? I feel like you don't really have small talk conversations, right? 제 이름은 사라입니다.
만나서 반갑습니다. 사라. 어디서 오셨나요?
오셨나요? 만나서 반가워요. 저는 미국 사람이에요.
아, 미국. 훌륭하군요.
Oh, I have no idea what that word means.
훌륭하군요.
훌륭하군요. Oh, she just said American, that's wonderful.
이 마을을 처음 방문하시나요?
네, 처음이에요. 감사합니다. Next for you, learn words. I'm ready to learn words. The scenarios, that was really fun. 며칠,
7월이에요.
며칠,
며칠.
며칠. 오늘 기분이 어떠세요?
오늘 기분이. How can I help you?
만나서 반갑습니다. 사라. 객실 번호는 205입니다.
감사합니다.
즐거운 시간 보내세요. 사라.
Hello. I'm getting ready because I have to go to Walmart and print out character art for the book signing on Saturday. Like the plan is to I don't look rough on camera. I don't well maybe I do. I look rough. And the lighting is weird because the window's over here, but it's fine. Actually, I'm gonna change you because it's very blue. I like the more like warmer tones. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know how much content I'll actually get to film at the book signing. I don't know if I'll be brave enough to set my camera up and like, you know, I don't want to get people in it. They don't want to be in the vlog. Just sounds like an awkward time. Let's talk really quick about, actually, I don't know if it's going to be quick because it's just the whole thing. My goals for August. Yes, we are late in the month to be talking about goals for August. Normally you talk about goals for the month, like, you know, before the month starts. But that didn't happen. Today is already the 9th, which is crazy to me. I'm sick, okay? I don't know what's wrong with me. I just do not feel good. I don't even know what it is either. Like, I don't know if it's just like a stomach thing. And like, cause you know, when sometimes your stomach hurts, like you kind of just feel sick all over. I get those stomach aches a lot. So I don't know if it's that, but like I didn't eat anything that would trigger my IBS flare up. So I don't really know what is going on. But I do know that I slept the entire day yesterday. Except for, oh no, I was up until 4 a.m. last night working on Korean because I couldn't fall asleep, but I didn't really want to watch TV, so I just was working on my Korean instead. So branching off of that, goals for the month of August, I do actually want to get better with learning my Korean, doing it almost every day if I can manage it. You're never going to get good at something unless you study it like seriously, and I fell off the I always say that I fell off the wagon when it came to studying Korean, but I had a streak at one point of like 68 days doing it, learning in a row, and then we lost our streak and I kind of just stopped going back to my language learning app. But I've been getting like TikToks lately about like how to say this in Korean, and it's really awesome, to be honest. It's really cool to like see those specific phrases, and seeing them like explained out by a person is a lot more helpful for me, because I'm able to like deconstruct the sentence structure a bit easier, because the sentence structure in Korean is different than how sentences are structured in English. And there are like grammar rules kind of that I just never could grasp from the language learning app that I had. Honestly, I never really was able to really grasp grammar really well in English either, to be honest. When we were learning it in school, I couldn't tell you nouns apart from adjectives, apart from adverbs, for the life of me. I never ever was able to like wrap my brain around it, and I feel like some of the Korean grammar, it was the same way. I just could not wrap my head around when to use ga, when to use when to use attached to like words, because sometimes you don't use those and sometimes you do, and I was just super confused. So seeing it kind of like talked out and like on those TikToks has been a really big help. So that's really cool. So that's one of the goals I do have for August, is to just like kind of buckle down a little bit better and, work on Korean. I think it'd be kind of interesting to fill out a page of this a day. Yesterday I wrote out almost a full page, but I wrote out some sentences and I learned how to say like, please give me a minute in Korean, or like it's going to take this many hours. I learned like which numbering system you're supposed to use for that. So I feel like last night it was a good little session, but that's one of my goals, is to just like, be a bit more serious with learning Korean. Another goal that I haven't quite mastered, obviously, no, not mastered. I haven't quite, I started it and then things just came up. But it was reading for pleasure every day. Ideally, I wanted to read before going to bed. Usually when I'm ready for bed, I just go up to bed and I go to sleep. Or I lay in bed and toss and turn and toss and turn. I'm not the kind of person who scrolls on TikTok before bed. I usually do that when I wake up. Wanted to start incorporating reading at least a chapter before bed. I used to read a chapter a day. I don't know if you guys remember that. Maybe it was back when I first moved in, back in March-ish, I want to say. I would read a chapter a day. And I fell off that as well. I stopped doing that as well. So that's another goal, is to just kind of get back into reading. I would love to be able to read a book a month. But yeah, so that's another goal. Right now, I'm reading a book that Autumn Ashley gave me. I'm so sorry, my friend, that it's taking me this long to get to it. I have been in the world's most massive reading slump. It's been insane. It's not like I'm not reading though, because I do read client work, quite often throughout the month. But I haven't read for pleasure in a long time. It has been terrible. So I'm reading a book finally that Autumn Ashley sent me, and it's called Once Upon a K-Prom. I'm so used to having to scrub that on with my old one that that might have been too much blush. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed it was. Okay. But I think I am one chapter into it, maybe two. And then we fell off that. So I want to get to that. Start that up again and, read a book. Get back to reading the genre that I love to read. Try to read and turn my brain off, because I'm just so used to reading and critiquing, and I just need to read and turn my brain off. So that's what I call. Now, this goal, I had it going into August, and then I got a bunch of client work at the beginning, and we had some family stuff last week and this week. But I wanted to set a word count goal for August. So if you know me, I haven't really been talking about writing too much lately. I've kind of been in this little time off period while I'm waiting for my proofs to get finished for Fake Dating the Football Player. So if you know me, you kind of know that I don't really like to set word count goals, or I never did like to set word count, or I did in the beginning, and then I kind of was like, oh no, I don't like that anymore, because I started to write things just for the sake of the words. You know, like I would write something that I knew I was going to get cut later, only because I knew I needed to get my word count in for that day. And I stopped seeing it as beneficial, but as somebody who's not consistently writing like they used to, I feel like writing things that are going to get cut later is okay, because at least I'm writing. Whereas right now, I just kind of am in limbo of not writing. We all go through periods where things kind of just like feel, you know, I don't know. It's something I'm struggling with for sure. Like, I'm sad that I haven't been writing as much, but we've talked about this in the past, and I'm trying to really be kind to myself, because I know if I'm gonna be like hateful about myself towards it, I'm not gonna enjoy writing when I go back to it. And I think I just need to set a word count goal. So what that means is, I think what I want to do is set an 1,000 word count goal for the day, because 1,000 I feel like I can do, and like once you start writing, it's kind of easy to keep going. So I think that's what I want to do, is just start with 1,000, and then if we go past it, that's amazing, but to at least write those words at some point. I think that's gonna be better for me than planning out like, oh, I'm gonna write at 6 o'clock, because my day-to-day schedule kind of is constantly changing, which, you know, that happens. I think those are my goals. Read every day for a chapter. Work on my Korean every day for maybe like an hour. Oh, we said full page, didn't we? Before I had said an hour. And then write every day for 1,000. And plus 2, I can write 1,000 words even if I have client work that day. I don't really know how long it takes me to write 1,000 words, but I guess we'll find out at some point. Oh, this is a pretty orange shade. My cousin has been doing orange shades lately, and it looks so good on her because she's got blue eyes and I have blue eyes. So I figured, why don't we try orangey shades? We can be orangey shade twins. Anyway, that is my game plan for the month of August, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, we will reevaluate next month. I have my book signing this weekend. This week's going to be kind of busy. I have plans tomorrow, which is Thursday, and Friday. So that's going to be a little busy for me, and then Saturday is book signing. I wanted to pop in, say that, because I feel like I haven't really talked about like August yet, and we are 9 days into the month. And I know my last vlog was a bit more lifestyle focused, K-pop focused. Me and my freaking photo cards. I'm just obsessed. And the funny thing is there's a comment on that video about how somebody said when they got into K-pop, they told themselves they weren't going to collect photo cards. I was the same way. I was absolutely the same way. I'm like, I am not going to fall into this, because like literally it's just a picture of the band, the idols, you know, on a small little card, and like, what's the point? I was the same way. And then I bought the 5 Star album, because that was the first album that came out after I started standing Stray Kids. And then I got the photo cards, and I was like, oh no, this is really fun. So a lot of people put their photo cards in like sleeves and like protect them. I am not doing that, because I like to like just look at them every day. They might get ruined that way of hanging them on my fridge, but honestly, oh no, that's so much blush. But anyway, yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to collect photo cards, and then I got the 5 Star album, and then I was obsessed. I got hooked. Note to self though, don't go to the FYE store to buy things. Like, I bought the older albums from the FYE store. Like, I bought Ordinary, No Easy, and one other one, Maxident, from the FYE store. But we went back to the FYE store 2 days ago, because my cousin and I were at the mall. We wanted to see if they restocked, and she didn't have an album. And so we went back, and there was another Ordinary album, and then there was I don't know what you call it. It's like just the CD. It's not the photo book. It's just the CD and then like 2 photo cards in it, I think, for a 5-star. And they were charging $30 for that. And I'm like, I got mine at Target for $15. And their K-pop selection is so small. Yeah, those are my goals for August. I will try and update you as the month goes on. I want to like actually take out my calendar and mark like what days I write, you know, and what days I do my, like a habit tracker. I used to love those bullet journaling videos. Maybe I should go back to them. I have so many like intentions of being like on the ball, but like, and like setting to-do lists and, you know, holding myself accountable. But it's so hard, and I don't know when it got hard. You know, I don't know when life suddenly just became so difficult for me to do anything. At some point along the way, things got hard. The motivation to do literally anything was just gone. The motivation to post on Instagram, the motivation to make TikToks, the motivation to, I don't know where it went, and I don't know when it went, but at some point along the way, something happened. You know, everybody goes through highs and lows of life. But then I think about writing, and then I think about how I'm not writing, and then I think about, wow, that's stressful. So it's just a cycle, and I am very pink toned. That's the weird thing. My face and my body is pink toned. My neck, I feel like, is very yellow. Actually, I think this is just pinking me up more. Grr, I don't know. Makeup, I sometimes don't makeup, and then I'm like, I don't know. I think that was that for this section. Maybe for this video. This clip is pretty long, so this might be the whole video of me talking about my routine, and then maybe some clips in the beginning, because I actually don't know what I filmed. I know I was sick yesterday. I don't know what I filmed aside from me saying I don't feel good, you know? So I have to go to Walmart, so I'm gonna go print those things out. Thank you for watching this video. If this is the end, check the red bar. If we're at the end, this is the end of the video. If we're not at the end of the video, don't click out yet because there's more. I don't know. But if it is, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 9, soon to be 10 young adult romance books. And that's another thing I think is stressing me out. I haven't really announced the for sure release date of Fake Dating the Football Player, which is very weird for me. Like, I never do that. And I haven't been promoting it like I should be. It's time to be promoting it. I almost kind of want to look into, like, hiring somebody to make social media posts for me. Because I think that is something that does stress me out, is, like, not having the content to post. I like scheduling the content, but I don't have, like, the graphics, you know? So I was thinking about reaching out, like, and seeing if any, like, to hire somebody, but I don't even know where you would go for that. Do people go to Fiverr? But anyway, thank you for watching this video. We'll get to it at some point, you know? We'll get there. We're just at a little bit of a low right now. And that's okay. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 9, soon to be 10 young adult romance books. I said that part. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!